started. All right, you guys, thank you so much for being here tonight. We are hoping that tonight you leave with a little bit better idea of if something like Plexus could be helpful for you. I know when I was first introduced to Plexus almost 7 years ago, I had a lot of questions and I had seen different people sharing, and I really just thought it was a weight loss product. And I wasn't looking for weight loss at the time. And y'all, things like this, they just really helped me learn more, hear some stories, hear what all the products could help for. And so that is our hope for tonight, that you would hear a few stories and learn some about the products and just go away feeling a little bit more confident to make the next step. So a little bit about me. My name is Tracy Fogel. Like I said, I was introduced to Plexus 7 years ago next month. I was a new mom. I had an 18-month-old son, and these products were kind of not what I was looking for until I started having all of these issues happen in my health. And I was being told that they were all separate issues. I had anxiety, I had hormone imbalance, I had IBS type issues, I was having insomnia, and I was told they were not connected until a friend of mine said, "Hey, I think they actually might be connected because you just had a baby." And none of these things were issues before that. And so I started looking into gut health, and it really did seem not only to link those puzzle pieces together, but a lot of other things. Rancid morning breath that my husband would be like, "Go brush your teeth, babe." Body odor, dry skin issues, toenail issues. You guys, things that I had not put together. It was like, oh my gosh, I think maybe I've had gut issues for a long time, and having a baby just blew it out of the water. So I started on these products, and very quickly I noticed that my mood balanced. I started feeling good again and feeling more joyful. I'm a pretty happy person, but I was not having so many happy days at that point in my life. Then my husband started noticing. He started noticing things like dinner was ready. I wasn't ordering takeout as much. I was finding joy in the things that I had once found joy in, cooking and playing with our son, and things that I just hadn't been doing for a long time. And that's when I knew this is so much more than gut health. This is impacting literally every avenue of my life. And then the weight started falling off. In 6 months, I lost about 20 pounds. And you guys, my story has had so many seasons, and the most recent season is postpartum after my third son. So started after my third son, or my first son, third son. I've lost 35 pounds in the past 11 months with Plexus. And so this has just kind of been the culmination of a journey that started looking for health, and has really just seen some incredible things along the way. Just so you don't think it's me, I want to kick it to my friend Tammy, who's a little bit newer to Plexus, and she's going to share a little bit of her story with you. Tammy?
Sure. So, hi, y'all. My name is Tammy. As Tracy said, I am newer to Plexus. I just started the beginning of December, and I know you're probably thinking, "You're crazy. You started a new health journey right before the holidays." And I think I was so desperate to do anything for my health that it just didn't really matter when it was. Over the last year, I've had multiple sinus infections. Which in October, my husband and I discovered there was mold behind our wall in our kitchen. And so it was a blessing to find out what's been causing both of us to get tons of sinus issues. But over the course of that time, I'd been on so many antibiotics that it was just completely killing all of my gut health. And so I just knew, like, we're getting our house in order. The house doesn't have mold anymore, but now my body has to reset. And so I thought, no time like the present. I'm not going to wait till January 1st. I'm just going to go for it. And so I ordered over Thanksgiving break, and got my Plexus products. I started with the 3-day reset, and just kind of went for it. And I lost 5.8 pounds in those 3 days, and just started to have my energy back. I continued and I'm still every day doing the triplex. So I take my bio cleanse and I drink my pink drink at work and I take my probiotic and I have developed so much energy. Before I started Plexus, I was dealing with like just feeling bloated all the time, no energy. I was totally craving carbs all the time. And I can honestly attest over the month of December, I was baking, bringing things to work for the holidays. I literally never had a craving for any of the baked goods that I was making. I had, I think, one piece of pie on Christmas Day because my stepmom made it for Christmas dinner and I felt kind of obligated. But I literally turned down anything else. I just had no desire for it again. And it's been such a journey for me because my family is a family of sweet tooth. So my mom is like, somehow I think you don't belong to the family anymore. Like, this is a little odd that you don't want dessert every night. But I'm just craving healthy things. And it's been ever since I did the reset and just continuing with the triplex. I've got so much energy. I went back to the gym and I'm doing all kinds of intense workouts. And I was just telling my sister-in-law, who's actually on day 2 of the reset right now herself. But I was telling her, I said, I think my pink drink is like my Energizer bunny juice because it is literally, I'm staying up at night, I'm knitting blankets till like midnight, and then getting up and going to work in the morning, and I'm like totally fine. And I've never been a coffee drinker, but Celsius was like my go-to. If you've never heard of Celsius, it's an energy drink. And my husband and I were drinking them every morning. Sometimes I was drinking 2 a day. And I can say since December 2nd, when I started Reset, I have not had one Celsius. I've had no desire for it. And my pink drink has just been what's been getting me through the day. So I'm loving Plexus so far, and I'm telling everybody I know about it.
Tammy, I hadn't even heard your whole story. Oh my goodness. I mean, eliminating the energy drinks alone is going to transform your health right there. Um, I think it's important to note too, a lot of people think that the pink drink has caffeine in it, but it doesn't. It's just a blood sugar balancer. And when you get those good things in your body, it can do incredible things. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the products that Tammy started with, the tools that I've used, and you're going to hear one more story tonight. And she has utilized some of these tools also, just to kind of give you a good idea. Tammy shared that she started with a 3-day reset. And so what is a 3-day reset? It is just that. It is 3 days that Plexus gives you everything you need for a protein supported fast. Okay, you may have heard the word fast and kind of tuned out there. And so I want you to hear the words protein supported. You guys, there are over 65 grams of protein in each of these little boxes. They literally come to you day 1. That kind of looks like a 7, but it's a 1. Day 1, day 2, and then day 3. And everything you need, your daily routine is right there. You open up your box and everything is inside of it. You've got a protein shake. You've got 2 incredibly healing collagen soups. You've got a matcha protein bar, an active energy drink, a pink drink, of course, in there. And I am telling you, this is the tool that I have utilized monthly to lose 35 pounds postpartum in the past 11 months. It is incredible. And it's what we recommend everybody come in with because sometimes we just have bad habits. Tammy, did you have some bad habits? Oh yeah, we heard about some of them. But it's really going to reset those things. So if you're drinking a pot of coffee a day, or if you're drinking a lot of alcohol, or, some people have a bad habit of smoking, right? This is going to literally wipe out some of those bad habits. It's a great way to jump into Plexus. Now, the other thing Tammy mentioned was the triplex system. Now, we also call that our gut health system. And if you're like me, you may not be super familiar with gut health and what that actually means. Basically, it means getting to the root issues. In our American culture, we put a lot of band-aids on things, right? If you have anxiety, there's anxiety meds. And if you have headaches, there's migraine meds. And if you have IBS, there's nothing, actually. That was my husband. And there are just a lot of things that we just kind of put band-aids on and we don't ask, well, why do you have IBS? Why are you having headaches? Why do you have anxiety? And with gut health, we're really looking at that deeper layer of why, what could be causing this? And that's what we're going to heal. So the triplex is a 3-step system. The first step is the pink drink. There are 2 options, and y'all, isn't the packaging beautiful? Kind of looks like an ombre pink rainbow in my kitchen. But we have the microbiome slim, which is totally gut health centered. And then we have the hunger control slim, which is really incredible for curbing cravings. And it's going to make you feel fuller faster and for longer. And so those are the 2 pink drink options. Like I said, there's no caffeine in this drink. It is totally giving you energy through balancing you out. And so I always tell people, you may not notice a burst of energy, but like Tammy said, she wasn't tired at night. There was no afternoon crash at 3 p.m. It just keeps you level all day long. Now, the other 2 products in this system are a probiotic called Probio 5 and a magnesium cleanse pill called BioCleanse. Okay, so what do these things do? Raise your hand if you ever had bought a probiotic from Walgreens or CVS or Walmart before. Yeah, we used to spend lots of money on like fancy refrigerated probiotics. My husband was researching all of these things. We would always get like fancy probiotics before we went on vacation because, you know, your GI system gets out of whack. Whole Foods, Michelle, yes, Central Market, all of those types of stores. Y'all, here's the thing. I never really felt a difference with any of those probiotics. I just did it because I knew that it was supposed to be helpful. With this one, I have felt a difference. My skin is different. My breath is different. My body odor is different. My GI system is different. And it's because it has probiotic strains and digestive enzymes. It's really getting in there because it's freeze dried. So it gets all the way down to where it needs to go. And it's cleaning out the bad while seeding with the good. And then BioCleanse comes in, and it's a super gentle magnesium cleanse that is going to just really help remove everything that Probio 5 is kind of scrubbing down. And that is why it's so important that they're taken together to work their best. You guys, this is not your normal magnesium pill either. It has some vitamin C in there. And the best way I heard it described to me is when magnesium and vitamin C go together, kind of explodes through your body, just really getting all of the bad out from head to toe. And that is truly what it's done for me. And so that is the reset and the triplex system. I do a reset every single month now because right at about that 30-day mark is when I'm like itching for some cookies. Okay. And triplex does an incredible job alone, but y'all, in a house of 3 young kids, the goldfish are right there. The gummy snacks are right there. The cookies, right? All of that is right there. And as you eat more, right, your cravings kind of come back. So doing that reset every month, it really just keeps me on track towards the goals that I have, even if my goals aren't weight loss, because I'm almost to my goal weight. I'm still going to be doing this as a tool. Okay, I'm going to kick it to my friend Lena. You guys, you've got to hear her story because unlike Tammy and I, we kind of started for some weight loss and some upending our cravings because I was eating cookies every night too, Tammy. Lena really started for some different reasons, and I thought it was important that you hear her story too.
Hey guys, my name is Lena. I am a mom and a nurse and juggle so many different balls. But I got started because I don't know if any of you have ever dealt with like some postpartum anxiety, but that was me. Undiagnosed, unmanaged, didn't want to admit it. 2 years later, I was sitting in a hole. It was 2020. We had just moved to like a brand new town, and y'all, I was struggling. I was really struggling. And it didn't really hit home until my husband was like, listen, this is affecting everyone. Like, you have got to do something. And so my sweet friend Meredith was telling me all about this probiotic that had helped her so much with her anxiety. And I was like, I have no idea how this is going to work. Like, there's no way that a probiotic is going to help me with anxiety that I've dealt with for 2 years. There's no way. And so I was like, all right, I don't really want to go the medication route. So I'll try this probiotic and see if it helps. Y'all, I was blown away. Literally a month in, probably not even that long. My husband looked at me and he was like, you're like a totally different person. And I was like, I am. Like, I feel like a totally different person. Y'all, my anxiety was so much better controlled. I had so much more energy to like get off the couch and actually play with my kids. And so I was like, you know what? There's something to this gut health thing. Okay. And so I started doing more research and I learned that having one bowel movement every like 10 days is not normal. Um, and so I started on the triplex system that Tracy talked about. And I have never been someone that has been regular in my entire life, and I go every single day now, and it has been a game changer. That, tummy flab from having my second kid that I thought was just, fat. No, it was all bloating. It was gone within a month after starting triplex. And it was just so amazing to see how it had changed like my life. We had a preemie and I had been giving him prune juice since he was probably like 6 weeks old. I kid you not. The kid did not poop. And so I was like, you know what? If this works for me, then it has to work for him too. So at 2 years old, we started opening up BioCleanse and giving it to Sam too. And lo and behold, the kid doesn't go a night without it. He knows exactly what he has to take before he goes to bed. And if we were to forget it, let me tell you, the kid will remind me. And so it's been like an incredible transformation to go from like sitting on the couch and wanting to be this mom that was active and involved and like had mental stability and had like true joy and passion for doing something to the mom that I am now. And like that has come like a full circle. And I'm just so thankful that I gave this little probiotic that I didn't think was going to be able to help me at all mentally a chance, because it's literally changed our whole world.
Goodness, Lena. I don't think I'd heard your whole story, man. That was incredible. And I'm guessing the probiotic you started on was Vital Biome. Am I right? Yeah. So ProBio 5 actually has a sister probiotic, is what we call it, called Vital Biome. And where ProBio 5 really works on seeding and weeding out the bad, Vital Biome floods you with the good and a few specific strains that are clinically proven to help with symptoms of anxiety and depression. Really key for mental health. And I always call it my I don't give a darn pill, because it just kind of takes the edge off, if you know what I'm saying, right? It helps you to just care a little bit less about the things that you don't really need to care about anyways, but they just edge on in. So that is Vital Biome. I want to tell you about a couple of other things that are kind of our most popular add-ons, because I know some of you may be like, that sounds great, and I have thyroid issues, right? Or that sounds great, and my joints are just killing me with inflammation and pain. And so the first thing I want to tell you about is a little product called Ease, okay? Ease is a shellfish-based anti-inflammatory with bromelain and turmeric and a few other things that I'm not going to try to pronounce. It is incredible. This right here got my husband off of his acid reflux meds. It has totally eliminated his indigestion. It has helped me with some chronic back pain that I had. And I know tons of other friends that it has helped with foot pain and different things like that. Yeah, Michelle, I was thinking of you. Your feet used to hurt when you hit the floor and they don't anymore. And so that is Ease, and it is incredible. I actually always recommend adding this one on because it really helps with detox also. Whenever you're doing gut health for the first time, your body is going to be like, oh my gosh, you're trying to clean me up. And Ease is going to make that all a little bit smoother of a process. Now, you maybe heard me say thyroid and you're like, you said thyroid. I want to know what helps with that. You guys, X Factor Plus is our incredible multivitamin. It's actually award winning, which is kind of cool. And it's a really pretty green color, which is kind of cool. And it helps with thyroid health and thyroid balance. And so I'll just tell you my personal family story on Triplex and this X Factor Plus vitamin. My dad actually has been able to not only go to the more natural thyroid medicine, I forget what it's called, but you probably know the one. And he's been able to cut that in half over the years. So he's been on this about 6 years along with me. And then the last thing I want to tell you about, because sometimes you do just need a little bit of caffeine, is Active. Active is our clean energy drink. You can kind of see the name right there. It is clean. It is incredible. I actually have given this to both of my children because I love the ingredients that are in it. There is nothing in it that is bad for them. Whereas like I would never give my 8-year-old a Red Bull. I just wouldn't. The things in it are not good for his heart and his health, right? But this, before he has a baseball game or golf lessons, if he's a little tired, I'll give him a half stick of this and feel really, really good about that decision. And so that's a little bit of the add-ons. Now, I don't want to keep you much longer, but I do want to answer the burning question about, okay, this all sounds good. How much is it going to cost to get started? You guys, I will tell you this. We did not have a line item in our budget for this when I was presented with it, yet I knew that I needed it. It sounded like it was going to help with all of the issues that I was struggling with. And so I did a few things. I sold some things on Facebook Marketplace to afford our first order. And then I started inviting friends on this journey with me. And I want you to know that because that was a real need that we had. And now here I am today, 7 years later, telling all of you my story. Saying all of that, I want you to kind of in your head, think about good, better, and best, okay? We have a best case scenario for you. That would be the Reset and Triplex along with this carb blocker that we have called Balance. Okay, this is the best case scenario for somebody who, like Tammy, came in and they were like, I want to upend my habits. I've got some weight I want to lose. Let's go. And with that, you're also going to get a free bag of the pink drink this month, which is incredible. It's like an $80 value, okay? So that kind of best case scenario is going to be about $230 to $250, just depending on where you live. It is different. This probably sounds really weird. Texas, we don't tax supplements. Tennessee, where half of our friends are, they do. And so the price just kind of varies a little bit based on where you live. So in your head, kind of think about that, $230 to $250 best case scenario. Now, if you're like, okay, what's the better, right? Good, better, best. Better would be starting with the Reset and Triplex, okay? That way you're jumping in with a 3-day reset and you've got a month of the gut health system products. That is going to be about $199 for you, okay? We have coupons that we can help you apply. Some of us have access to different things. So if that sounds like what you want to do, talk to your friend who invited you and they are going to help you get the best price on that. Okay, now we're going to talk about the good option. So I told you about the best and the better. The good option would be to get started with a 3-day reset and a bag of Slim. Okay. The reason I say that, because I know some of you are thinking, well, I just want a 3-day reset. And I'm going to be honest with you, 3 days, while it can really upend some habits and help you see like 6 to 7 pounds of weight loss, it's just 3 days. And I really want you to have that 30 days of products in your hand to where you can really start working on new habits, balancing your blood sugars, fighting inflammation, and making your health a priority. Because you guys, nothing actually changes in 3 days. It's the 3 days that lead you on the journey of making your health a priority. And so if that sounds like what you want to do, that is going to be about $160 to $170. And the reason I tell you about the best option is, you guys, the best option with all of those products is literally like $70 more. You get all of those things for not much more. And so I hope that that kind of gives you an idea of when you're coming in, what to kind of expect with Plexus. We are here to walk with you every step of the way. Plexus has some incredible tools that are a part of the VIP membership you'll get. They give you recipes, they give you workouts, they give you accountability. We've got groups running for accountability, all sorts of things to help you see the best results possible with Plexus. But it starts with a decision. It starts with you saying, okay, I'm going to go sell some things on Facebook Marketplace, or okay, I'm going to go have that conversation with my husband, or okay, I'm not going to eat out this week and I'm going to afford to buy this for my health. And you guys, I think every single person on this call would tell you it was worth it. It was worth it. It was worth fighting through the skepticism. It was worth taking that leap of faith. And here I am 7 years later and 2 additional kids later. I always say my first son drove me to Plexus and my second 2 sons are because of Plexus. And it is the truth. But y'all, I am the best version of myself. I am joyful. I am able to see others because I'm not just stuck looking at myself. And I am a better wife, a better mom, a better friend because of it. And so I hope that you are leaving here with just more information to make the best decision for yourself. You guys, we are so excited for you. We are cheering you on. I don't want to keep you any longer, but I hope that you'll message your friend and tell them, hey, I am ready. Let's do this. Okay, y'all? Thank you so much for being here tonight. Lena, Tammy, thank you for sharing your stories, and we will see you soon, okay? Bye, guys.